What is up, YouTube? All right, so just like we kind of started this prep by going to Idaho on a prep trip where I brought all my food. It was on the blog. If you haven't, or the vlog, if you haven't seen it yet, go back and watch it. My face is a lot different. A lot of things are different. And yeah, so really excited. It is November, no, it's October 12th, 11th, and 12th, something like that, around that date. And I'm here working the Idaho Cup, just like I always do. I have been doing this show since 2018. I have been working it, rather, working the music. So I'm here doing the same thing, and I figured I would be towards the end of this prep series. And I know I haven't been super on top of my vlogging, but I have all the footage. So by the time that this gets released, I'll have released some like archival footage from the last several weeks that I've randomly filmed. So I'm here now. I just got checked into my hotel and I have a beautiful view of a car. So I'm here and now I'm just gonna unpack all of my food so you can see what I got, what I brought. This backpack, first of all, has been such a game changer. It's a travel backpack, so it fits perfectly under the seat, and it has like a bunch of like pockets in it. You can't really see, but it has a lot of different pockets in it. So it just kind of puts stuff up. Got my salt. And then this is the lunchbox that I took with me that had all of my like meals that I needed while I was out. So right now it's pretty much empty. Really just have some green beans in here and an empty container. And yeah, so we're gonna put this in the fridge and I'm gonna put just everything out here. And so the other bag that I brought is this 6-pack fitness bag that is actually not mine, it's Austin's. And I kind of made fun of him first for having it. It's just an extra container. Because this thing is so big and annoying. And granted, I don't think I would ever take this with me anywhere again because it's a pain in the ass to carry. But it was really helpful for what I needed it for, which was a check bag that had a cooler. So I have all of these. I went ahead because I just wanted to be extra and I made like individually wrapped things of chicken. So I have 4 chicken meals here because I'm going to be here for at least 4 chicken meals. And then I have shrimp coming in a Kroger delivery order and I'm going to make that as well. So other stuff I brought with is a big ass bag of potatoes. I air fried these. So this is just pretty much, I just fried all of my potatoes up. And because one thing about this week, since I am in peak week, we're kind of going day by day with our food. So I have a meal plan for today and tomorrow, and then just today. And then tomorrow I can expect something. It might be a high day, it might not be. I'm just here. I'm just here following directions. So if Mark decided to give me a free meal, or not a free meal, he wouldn't do that. If he decided to give me a refeed or a high day, then I would have enough potatoes to cover that. I also have rice cakes. I also have some rice. This is like 500 grams of cooked rice. And then if I do need anything else, I'll just improvise, I'll get more rice cakes or I'll, get some bananas or something like that. So, but I didn't want to get too much so I wouldn't have to like go home with a bunch of stuff. So yeah, that is pretty much all I have. I have some cooked green beans. I also ordered green beans from the grocery store, as well as some hard-boiled eggs, egg whites. Yeah, that's it. So that is how I am starting my peak week, is away from home with all of my food in a hotel room in Boise, Idaho. And it's gonna be fun because this is what we do. Bodybuilding adds to our lives. We can't stop our lives for bodybuilding. And I've been contracted to do this show, or agreed to do this show for the Craigs for a year plus. Like, they asked me last year if I was up and ready to do this show, so they booked me, and promoters like have to book things out so far in advance just to make sure their show runs properly. So I wasn't about to like back out just because I'm doing a show next weekend, especially when I know like I can do all this and I can still make shit happen. So the biggest thing with flying so close to the show is that like water intake, you know, I might get a little water retention rate from flying, but I don't typically get a lot of water retention anyway. And I can just drink extra water if that's the case. So that's what all right. So I am cooking and relaxing. We are making some shrimp, and I'm just making a whole bag of shrimp because I don't have a freezer. And I think this will actually be probably a little bit more than 2 servings. So I might need to get some more, or get like a shrimp cocktail kit at a grocery store, but we'll see how it works. Really, I would just be missing shrimp for Sunday, but it would be like half a serving. So we'll see how it goes. But I have my shrimp and rice meal here, and then with some coconut oil. And then I have more shrimp that I'm just gonna put in one of the leftover bags that I have from chicken. And after this, I'm gonna relax and just kind of get ready for check-ins, athlete check-ins today. So that's tonight at like 6 or something like that. And yeah, and then I just relax for tomorrow. Oh, I do have to finish my cardio. So I'll finish my cardio today at some point. But another thing I brought with me that I'm really excited about is these. So these are little pour-over coffees. So there's individual packets of coffee in here that you just put over a mug, and you pour hot water over it. So it basically is just like brewing your own fresh cup of coffee. So I don't have to like go and buy coffee if I don't have time or if I don't want to. So this had good reviews, so we'll try it out. All right, this is the peak week vlog starting. This is Monday of peak week. We just got finished with training and eating and grabbing ice down there, and I kind of failed to fill the tub with cold water. I filled it with 5 bags. Where's the fish on? Oh, it's outside. Whoops, it's outside. Yeah, so we're just filling the tub now. I think it's almost full. And we're about to take an ice bath. And that is.
Should I just put them in there on you?
Is that what that's what you said?
Or dump them.
Dump it. Obviously, don't just
get
put
in
them.
there.
I am in here.
Get in there more.
I am.
And lay in there.
Oh, gosh.
Try to get them all the way if you can. It's getting full. I'm gonna have to purge some water. I wonder what the volume is on 16 pounds of ice.
I don't know. I'm purging.
Just
some water.
You have to stand there until the ice melts.
Okay.
Is it cold yet?
Yeah, it's cold.
Better than getting into it, right?
I guess.
Alright, now you gotta find yourself. I'm gonna shower, okay?
Okay.
Are you want me to keep you in company?
No, I'm good.
Alright, you better still be in here by the time you get out of the shower.
Okay. I'm in here.
How's it feel?
It's cold.
Get in there more if you can. You're back. Take your mind somewhere else. Looks dark.
All right. It's peak week, or it's still peak week. Ice bath the other day was amazing. And right now I am just getting in some food prep. So Mark raised the food today. Yesterday he raised it to like 166 carbs. Today I think it's close to like 200. So we are cooking some shrimp. I have some rice right here. So this is one of my next meals. I already had my breakfast. I eat a little late in the day, so right now I'm just trying to figure out like how I'm gonna put all my meals together. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Is just like getting food ready. Once I get this done, I'm gonna start packing up our bags for me and Austin. He's working out right now. I have some body work today, and I'll film a little bit of that with my guy Jimmy. And yeah, but everything is happening really fast. It's really exciting. So I'm frying up some green beans in the air fryer to put with this meal, and then I have a chicken and potatoes meal, and then a chicken and rice cake with almond butter meal. And then breakfast was 3 eggs, some rice, some strawberries, and I can't remember what else I had, but we're just keeping the fats, like all of the food sources, super simple, just the same thing every day, so we don't have to have any guesses with just like what foods we'll do. We had coconut oil in the meal plan at like 2 weeks out, and I noticed that I just started having some like indigestion from it. I love coconut oil, but I just didn't really use it during most of prep. Mark really likes it for peak week because it's so easy and simple. And usually pretty predictable, but I gave him the feedback like, hey, I noticed a little bit of just like burping and indigestion with it, and so he took it out. He was cool with that and just subbed it for some almond butter. So that's what I've been using, just like a natural almond butter. But yeah, I will put in my haven't put any like check-ins in the vlog yet in a while. So I'm going to try to film what we're doing when we get to Florida on Thursday. We're going to do a very early check-in on Thursday morning because our flight is at 6:30. So I'm going to check in Thursday morning, fly to Florida, and then we are going to get there pretty early in the morning, like 9 a.m., something like that, and probably see Mark when we get there and check in again, get a training session in, and just kind of chill until we compete on Saturday. So, super exciting. While this stuff is cooking, do a little seat check. No, never mind. Lighting sucks. So, we'll do it over here. So, I woke up new low today. And nice and lean, dry. Vacuum is vacuuming. This is my, we are 3 days out at this point, just so everyone knows. So yeah, I'm feeling really good. New low was 139, and I've been at 140, 141 for like the last 2-ish weeks, just kind of going back and forth, which I haven't really been worried about because honestly, like, the scale doesn't fucking matter, but it is data for us. And when I sent that to Mark this morning, he was like, fuck yes, this is what I wanted. So yesterday was the first day we added some carbs. We just added like 60 or so carbs. I was at 100 for like 8-9 days since last Monday at 2 weeks out. And we pushed that through the weekend while I was also traveling too. So I think a little bit of the travel inflammation came off, and then just some general like stress came off too because I slept like 9 hours last night. So the plan tonight is to get in lots and lots of sleep. So I'm gonna try to get to bed early. I'm gonna take, I'll show you. So I take Cured Nutrition nightcaps for my sleep, and it is a fucking game changer. So this is CBN instead of CBD. So CBN has a more of a sedative effect, My shrimp are done. So that's a big reason why I take those. I don't take THC before bed because THC actually kind of disrupts the REM cycle. Come on, these little guys. Yeah, I'm using my tripod to get the shrimp out. Disrupts the REM cycle, so I really want good REM sleep, so I don't take THC before bed. I take THC other times, but just not right before bed. So the CBN from the Cure nightcaps has been so good. I took that last night. I'll also sometimes take the sleep oil, which is in a little dropper. If you use code Rachel's, you will get 15% off on your Cure nutrition order. Okay, so we're still packing. I have a bunch of stuff with me because my house is like long, not really, but it's long enough. So a few things that I have here. Sorry, it's so dark. So I have Bikini Bite for gluing if I need extra glue. I have this. This is from Liquid Sunrays. I prefer Liquid Sunrays because it is a lot more like friendly to my skin tone. My skin is white as fuck, but I have more of an olive skin tone, like undertone. So Pro-Tan just tends to not look very good on me. It tends to look kind of too orange or it'll go green. So I'm not a big fan of that. So I have been doing Liquid Sunrays. I've also gotten feedback from judges before. Anytime I've worn Pro-Tan for a show, they say my tan looks off. So I just don't do Pro-Tan anymore. I don't fuck with that. I also have this. So this is like a pH balancing soap that I will use before I go tan. This is like some powder to kind of help with like the little, when your like elbow like insides get kind of sticky. I have this. This is like a long scrubby thing that I can use to kind of like slough off some tan Saturday night when I want to wash off. Got wet wipes because always need those. I have some black hand face towels here. I have some glaze. I don't know if I'll use this because I'm paying for the show tanner, so I won't need it, but I know that Jess, my friend and fellow coach at Refined Strength, she might need it because I think she's doing DIY. And then I have my mini espresso machine. I'm going to bring this just in case I don't like the coffee situation at the Airbnb, but we'll also probably get coffee. And then I have my toiletry bag with all of my toiletries in it. Okay, so just trying to take you guys along with me for all of this getting ready. So I have Austin. He was great and put all of his stuff in neat little piles for me. He's gonna be my supporter while I'm here, or while we are in Florida. So I'm gonna put his stuff all together, and we're just gonna share like a big checked bag, so that we can consolidate. Because I honestly don't have like a ton of stuff that I need to bring. I'm gonna bring some extra sheets for myself for the Airbnb because I'll be tan, and I'm just gonna. We only have like black and gray sheets, so I didn't really buy anything new. A lot of people like buy a set of sheets for them to use, and I just don't really need to do that. I feel like so. Sorry, this is all over the place. So I'm just gonna bring some black sheets that I already have, and I'm gonna put pretty much anything that I don't need actually on show day, like to be on stage. I'm gonna get, I'm gonna put in my checked bag. So carry-on stuff is gonna be stuff like, carry-on stuff is gonna be things like my suit, my stage makeup, my heels, just like the bare essentials, and then everything else. So like sheets, other clothes, stuff like food. I'm gonna put like shelf-stable foods, like some stuff I'm bringing, like nut butter and rice cakes that I don't really want to have to buy when I'm there. I'm gonna put that in the checked bag. And yeah, I think that's really like it that I can think of. Just remembered that my shrimp is still cooking, so I should probably figure that out. All right, so it's Wednesday night. I've done a lot of my filming today. Wednesday of peak week. I'm eating my last meal. Was some chicken and rice cakes with almond butter. So I have one rice cake with nothing on it. The other rice cake has the almond butter. Yeah, so it's 8:30 right now. Got my body work done. That lasted a lot longer than I thought it would, but Jimmy always takes care of me, so we did like a 90-minute session. And I got home and I've just been like cooking, trying to get everything packed up, and I just turned on YouTube to just kind of like watch something while I eat, and then I realized like I should probably do this. So yeah, today's just been busy. I'm really glad that I took it off from work. Not that I don't love what I do, but part of what I do is being the bodybuilder that I am, and I've seen that this year, and just how much my prep and my off season too leading up to this prep, for those that have followed for that long, how it's impacted my clients and my clients' work ethic and what they want to see from themselves after seeing what I'm seeing with myself and seeing what they see in me. I've noticed just like the standard rate has raised in them, a lot of them at least, which is really cool. That's a big reason I did this and that I do this. It's because I'm not going to make anyone do something that I wouldn't do myself. And sometimes, you know, things that I'm doing in this prep may not be necessary for a client, but at least they know that I'm walking the walk and I know what I'm doing, not only with them, but with myself. And I can also be a good client to my coach, and that shows in just like the results that I've gotten. So that's been a big part of this prep, is showing that. Yesterday, Austin asked me what I feel like is like my major takeaway in this prep, and I think honestly it took me a while to get to the word, but like I keep going back to just alignment and how much alignment I feel in literally every part of my life. Like there's so many buckets of our life, our relationships, our friendships, our home, our financial situation. You know, as a coach, we have our clients, we have our business, whatever. And then as bodybuilder, we have all the bodybuilder buckets. And it's important to be able to execute at a high level with all of those things if you want to be the best, or if you want to be the best version of you and go somewhere you've never gone. But I feel that just everything in my life that I've built and brought to this point is allowing me to do that with, I wouldn't say ease, but comfort, while also experiencing like the discomfort of something being hard. So for me, it's like, you know, I feel so aligned in my relationship with Austin. We are just like very much building together a great life, a really rich life with his real estate, his work, his aspirations, his inner work as a person, and mine, and then us together as a whole. Like we're constantly working on that and like putting and pouring into that, and that then bleeds into everything else we both do. So it's allowed me to just feel safe and secure where I'm at, so that I can do even better as a bodybuilder or as a coach and as a significant other to him as well, because I know he's going through his own stuff, like figuring things out and learning his business and working from home for the first time in his life. So I just feel really aligned with that stuff, as well as like the alignments that have happened with Jess and Daraja joining my team as coaches. Would I recommend you like bring on 2 new coaches into your team of 1 in like 4 to 6 weeks out from your prep? No, but if it's the thing that needs to happen, it's the thing that needs to happen, because you might not always get the opportunity to, you know, for in my case, to help someone move up and onward with their lives and their business as coaches. And that's why I did what I did in terms of offering them and allowing them and empowering them to join my team in order to be their best and level up as coaches and do essentially what I've done in terms of not starting their own business, but just being able to blossom as a coach and find your voice. When you are empowered to do that and you're in a community with a rich culture that's values-based, it's just a lot easier to be authentically you and do that in every way for your clients. So that was a big part of bringing them on. And then, you know, having my assistant be so awesome too, Lila, like everything just feels right. It feels good. And there's nothing that can really take that away from me but myself. If anything in any of those areas goes wrong, I can say like, well, that's on me. And I know that I can do better. I can fix it. I can problem solve and just become better and find out like maybe I needed to go through that in order to get here. Because now I look back and like all of the hard days, all of the times I lost on stage and felt like shit, they all led me here. I wouldn't have had the intensity that I have today in terms of executing at the level that I do without all of those hard days. And that goes especially for my coaching. I'm not going to put a client on stage how I have been put on stage when I wasn't ready yet and I trusted my coach. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure my clients not only trust me, but trust me for a good reason, because we fucking kick ass together and I help them kick ass on stage. So, or with whatever their goal is. So, alignment, that is the theme of this pro. And it's all coming together now during peak week. So, cheers.